Good morning. Welcome to the Modern Mexican YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk about how my initial process to how I ended up deciding what to hire a virtual assistant for or an admin assistant for. I struggled a lot in the beginning with I would hire, but I don't even know what to delegate to them. I feel like I do anything, and then when at the end of the day, I feel like I did nothing. And it's like I don't even. How could I hire someone if I don't even have a basic list or rhyme or reason to give them? They're just gonna quit. So I've suffered with that for a long, long time. But up until recently, I finally things just clicked. Things didn't just click. They didn't just click. Like I'm always just searching. I'm always trying to absorb new information. I'm always asking questions, and finally, it clicked after asking for the 1,000th time how someone does it. So I'm going to share with you how I did it, and maybe it'll click for you. So let's start with this. How I decided what to delegate to my virtual assistant. So it's going to be time audit, highlight recurring admin tasks, and then use ChatGPT. So I'll start out with one, time audit. I wanted to show you, this is a time audit that I was using. I just created it online. If not, if you don't have, if you just go online and Google a time audit table, I'm sure you'll find any free version. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just a bunch of lines and numbers. So if someone's charging you for this shit, don't do it because it's not anything. I have two. They're the same thing, but the one I'm using right now is the date thing. Because sometimes I'll do it for a couple of days, and I'll just put the date there. And then here, what we're writing down is the activity, and they're in 20-minute slots. So what you're going to do is print this out or create something like this, print it out, and you're going to carry it with you everywhere you go. And you can do a time audit for one day. It's good to just kind of test it out. But ideally, give me 5 days. Perfect scenario is 7 days, including weekends. That's going to allow you to really see what you're doing with your time on any given day. And it's going to be super helpful when it's all said and done, because you're trying to figure out what are you doing that's repetitive and that's kind of getting you out of your zone, and where also you're wasting time. So for example, it's 5:40. Let's say, okay, well at 5:40 I wake up, and in the perfect world, for me, what I did is I printed it and I'm writing things down. But for this example, we're just going to use it on the computer. So I'm waking up and that's it. And now it's 6. So what I do is like, it's 6. All right, what did I do the last 20 minutes? So I woke up, I got dressed, ready for work. Perfect. And then what happened here? Okay, so in the last 20 minutes, I packed my lunch and headed to work. Now here, for me, I know it takes me some while to drive, so I'll hit drive. And now I know for the next 2 slots, so now it's 7:20, and now I'm at the storage. So I'm like, what happened? So right, I'm at storage, and then let's say I'm having a meeting with the guys, with team. Let me blow this up. This is a little small. Let's say I'm having a meeting with the team, go over client request. For example, let's say, oh, Mrs. Smith, she wants us to add this for her service today, whatever. I'm just going over that with them. And then now it's 7:40, and let's say, oh, now I'm headed to the office. It's this simple. Like, don't bust your fucking head over it. And this is what I did. I've done an audit 5 different times over the last like 2 years, and I fucked all of them up because I was trying to be too perfect about it. Like there is no perfection. No one's gonna see this. This is nobody fucking cares anyway. And even if someone did see it, it's just a mess. Like only you know what you're doing. So let's say now it's 8 o'clock. So I'm at the office and let's say check emails. And let's say I do that for the next hour. Emails. Let's just say I did it for the next like couple of slots. And then now let's say, oh, I talked to client via text message or phone call with client. And let's say now, for example, like, oh, I forgot I need to go get one of my truck's oil change. So I'm like, oh, I go back to storage. So storage, wake up truck. And then let's say right here, I'll do oil change. Oil change. And I do that for, let's just say the next 3 slots. And I'm there doing oil change. And let's say while I'm waiting for the oil change, I'm texting client or phone call with client of about a quote. So this is just to kind of give you an idea of how simple it can be. You're just literally writing down what you're doing. Now let's add this. Let's say I'm here, emails, but then also I know I'm addicted to my phone. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna put IG. Because I know I was scrolled through IG. And now here when I'm doing oil change, let's say I do oil change and then I'm like, oh hold on, now I'm in YouTube and IG. So like put that in as well. Let's say here, let's say for 11, I'm like, oh, I go to lunch and I come back to the office and I'm eating my lunch. And then I just I eat my lunch and then I just go on a whole doom scroll session for fucking 2 hours. And I'm like, oh fuck, I just snap out of it and I'm like, oh fuck, it's already 1:30. What the fuck have I been doing? And I'm like, well, I've been on IG and YouTube. Literally, that's it. I've been laying my ass down, watching nonsense or a documentary on caterpillars. And now it's 1:30. That's just what it is. And this is why it's so helpful because now when you look back at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you're gonna notice, damn, I spent like here's 11:41, an hour and a half, plus let's say another like 40 minutes, so it's 2 hours. I already spent 2 hours just on my fucking phone, not producing anything productive, and only half the day. So like it really adds up, and you don't notice it in your day-to-day life. It's when you do these time audits where it really like opens your eyes to like, damn, I'm over here complaining about I don't have enough time, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, actually you can because you spent 1 hour at lunchtime watching a caterpillar documentary. So don't talk to me about you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't have time. You fucking have time. So anyway, let's kind of move forward with this. You can do a time audit. It's just, for example, I'm doing it for one day. So today's Wednesday. I did it for Wednesday. It's the end of the day. Now, me personally, I would review it the next day when I'm like, all right, I've slept, I'm fresh, I have some time in the morning, let me just review it. So whenever you end up reviewing it, either that night or the next morning, you're going to highlight for me, I highlighted my recurring admin tasks. So I'm looking for things that I can delegate to a virtual assistant that is remote and that is working on the computer. So obviously, I'm not going to delegate to her storage. Yeah, meetings at storage or meeting with the team. Like, no. But I would, let me see, right here, emails. I'm going to highlight emails Am I tripping? It's not working. Oh, I see. I'm gonna highlight emails, emails. I'm gonna highlight all this stuff with the marker, with the highlighter. What else? Talk to client via phone, text. So again, I'm gonna highlight this as well. Storage pickup, YouTube. So I'm not gonna do that. Right here, texting client, phone call with client. I would highlight it as well because although I'm texting them, I think eventually communication via email is going to be the best bet because now she can or they can help us with it. So I'm going to highlight that. There's no perfection right now. You're not going to be like, oh, I found my tasks. No, you're just doing an audit. We're just gathering information. And let's say that's it. So based off this, I know that emails is taking up my time in the morning and then talking to clients either about a quote or a question they have. So that automatically I know, man, if I delegate that, I don't have to be in the office. Like I can spend more time with the storage or be more proactive in the team and help them with something. Or I what I'm doing now is I'm going and doing irrigation work in the morning or working with something more strategic like figuring out what I'm doing with my life. I don't have to now go to the office and work on emails and like be scattered thin. And that's the goal, to buy your time back so you can work on other things, ideally revenue producing tasks. So all that to say is time audit is step one. Well, step two is highlight recurring tasks. At the end of the day, when you consolidate all these things, I would say you ideally want, you might, at the end of the day, you might be like, man, there's like 20 things that I can admin. Well, jot them down. But once you look into it, you're going to realize like some of them are a little too complex. For example, phone call with client. Oh, right now, I don't have like business phone that I'm going to give to this admin personnel that's virtual. Let's just stick to emails for now. So I might take that off and just handle it myself for now. I recommend 3 to max 5 tasks that you're going to end up delegating to this person. For example, mine is going to be manage the inbox from 7 to 12 p.m., create and send invoices, and follow up on late invoices that are overdue. Eventually, I will add follow up on quotes that haven't been replied to, and also client nurture. For example, if I haven't spoken to a client in a couple months, like let's reach out to them, be like, hey, just wanted to follow up with you. We've been doing our thing this season. How's everything look? Do you have any questions? That's it. I'm not looking to sell anything. I'm just looking to be of service in case you have something on your mind and just needs to be the icebreaker. Let's do that. So see how just those 3 or 4 things, I mean, they're so simple, but it takes off so much weight off your shoulders as a business owner because you're spread so thin. So even something as simple as check emails is like, fuck, it's so daunting because that one umbrella term includes so many micro nuances and different types of things that will take your mind off the bigger picture. So that's how I recommend doing it. Time on it, 15, 20-minute blocks. You decide. Highlight all the recurring admin tasks. Document. You're just right now we're just gathering information. Once you're done with your 1 day or 7 day time audit, narrow it down to 3 to 5 tasks that you literally can delegate. For example, I can't delegate phone calls because I have the phone in my hand. I can't. The admin personnel is in the Philippines. I can't do that. So I don't have a system for that yet. So let's just put that on pause. But there are other things they can do. And then lastly is use ChatGPT to create a job description. And then the big thing here is the prompts and the context that you're going to give it. That is the game changer. You're providing the context by gathering information from the time audit. And the prompts is how you're going to guide it to help you create a job description. Let me just show you real quick what I'm talking about. Okay, no. I don't know if you can see me or hear me. There we go. So I'm going to just do this real quick. This is actually a fucking awesome. If you are a business owner and you this is a whole different video in itself. I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hold off on this. I use ChatGPT for my business. I recommend you do too. We'll talk about more about it in a different video. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use it to help us create a job description for this admin personnel. So just follow along. Help me create a job description on for in no, for a part-time admin personnel. This person will be valuable. And then adds here's like a general question. And write it out. ChatGPT is smart enough to understand sort of what you're saying. I'll type in here with all these mistakes, missed spaces, mistyped things, fucking like a dumbass, and it'll still understand me. So mine has been tailored now to really understand my fucking broken English. If it can understand me, it'll understand you. So don't feel, even if you feel like I don't even know what the fuck I'm asking you, it'll take what you give it and you can build on it. So the next step here is provide it some context. So here's how I do it. The more information you can give it, the better. So I know that Indeed is a platform where you can hire people and post job applications. So I'm going to add that on. I plan to use Indeed to post my, or actually no, this is how I do it. Tailor the job description so it is for Indeed platform. Damn, I can spell platform. And like, here's the next step. Ask me any questions to help that you need in order to help you create the description. Job post. This video is long. Help me create a job description for a part-time admin personnel. This person will be virtual only. Very simple, whatever. Some context. Tailor the job description so that it's optimized for the Indeed platform. Ask just like almost the most important part. Ask me questions that you need in order to help you create the job post. This is vital. I learned this from Austin Gray. He's the owner of the owner ops community on school. And this one question is a fucking game changer. So let's see what happens. Great. I'll help you create an Indeed optimized job description for a part-time virtual admin assistant. To tailor it, we'll need first a few details. So look at that. It's asking you questions so it can better help you. If I wouldn't have asked it this, it would have just created it. And it would have been like good, but like it's kind of just too broad and whatnot, or it might be based off your previous conversation. Help it help you. And by asking it this question to instruct it to ask you questions, that's going to help you a lot. So let's just do this real quick. What I do is I copy, paste, and then I just answer it. So work schedule. What days and hours will they work? Let's just say Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. Core responsibilities. What tasks will they handle daily, weekly? So the three that we decided was manage business inbox. The other one was create and send daily invoices. Send invoices. And then lastly, it's going to be follow up on late on past due invoices. Tools and software. What platforms, tools are they already familiar with? Should they? Oh, what platform? So here we use. It's going to be Gmail, obviously, and then just kind of like the Google Drive platform. We use Jobber as a CRM, and then let's just say, for example, I want them to also be able to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Now that I know for communication, WhatsApp is a good platform to use. So let's just say WhatsApp as well. So now pay rate and type. What's the hourly or monthly pay? Will they be paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? So let's do this. I'm gonna pay them. Pay is $20 per hour for 20 hours a week. Paid bi-weekly. Let's just say that. With experience, landscaping industry familiar, or just some tips that be organized. I prefer someone with landscaping non-service background and experience. The location preferred. Do you want applications to the region, country, Philippines only? I'm gonna say Philippines right now because that's what I do. Philippines. But let's just say no. Actually, let's just say I'm in Austin, Texas. So let's just say Austin, Texas. Company tone, personality. How do you want the job to feel? More casual / family-like or professional corporate? That's fucking obvious. We are a small family-run company and take culture very important. We want everyone on the team to feel like they make a positive impact. Look at that. So just like that. Now watch this fucking magic. This, just so you know, it would have taken me 2 days of back and forth, frustration, this iteration, that iteration, blah, blah, blah. 2-3 days if I just sat down with a piece of paper and just worked on it. Right now, we did it in 5 fucking minutes. Look at this fucking job description. Perfect, Efren. Thanks, handsome. Here's a tailored, Indeed optimized job description for your part-time virtual admin assistant. Part-time, Austin, company name. Here's an hour. Here's the pay rate in hours. About us. So it already knows me and my company because I've used it so extensively. It saves. It has a backlog of memory. So it's using those past conversations to just even get this stuff off the ground. So Native Senior Landscapes is a family-run landscaping company and property maintenance company. Our mission is simple: to take care of the outdoor spaces so families and businesses can enjoy them without stress. As a small team, every person plays a key role and contributes directly to our growth and success. The role. Key responsibilities. So manage the company inbox, ensure timely responses to client emails, create and send invoices using Jobber. I mean, this is fucking perfect. Maintain digital files with Google Drive, use ChatGPT, communicate with WhatsApp, what we're looking for, everything we just talked about. I mean, just pause it and read it. This is like perfect. I don't even have to fix this anymore. To do this, you might have to like tweak a couple things. So it's super important to review it and to build on it. Use it as like just the first iteration. But just for me right now, I would literally copy paste this shit onto Indeed or whatever hiring platform and just go with it. Schedule and pay, why join us, and then some instructions on how to apply. And it even follows up with like, would you like to ask a few screening questions? So it's like you can get this up and running from nothing to job application on Indeed active live within 1 hour. Where previously I know it would have taken me a fucking week to figure it out because I've never used Indeed. I've never created a job description or a job application. I've never hired and interviewed anybody. Like it would have taken me 7 days just to do this one thing that we're about to do in 5-10 minutes. This is why you need ChatGPT if you're something. It's a fucking game changer. Anyway, this video is long enough. It's 30 fucking minutes. And that's how I decided what to delegate to VA. Time on it, highlight recurring task, narrow it down to 3 or 5, use ChatGPT in the way I just showed you with the prompts. The prompts is fucking super and vital, super important. And let technology help you. Use it as a tool. And yeah, that's it. All right, bye.